Of my personality in here, in fear that people will say, shut up and get to the reading. Well, I don't want to be a regular reader, okay? I want a friend. Jane wants friends. Hello, my beautiful Pisces, and look, I've changed it back to that birch type background. Do you like it? Let me know if you do. Today we're doing oracle messages like we usually do today, I think. If I've kept it today. You guys. The joys of learning, of trying different things, right? This, as you may have seen in the last little while, I've been like juggling things around, and I'm definitely keeping the channel, so hang on to something, because things might be like, you know, bumping around. So I'll be here, absolutely. Oh, I didn't glue it down though. Hold on. Hold on. Where's the tape? Oh, it's over here. Let's get some tape here so that this thing doesn't move around. Did you hear that? Look, you're part of the editing process, aren't you? Don't you feel special? You know, we have all our little tricks. I feel like this is, you know, those ladies who wear face tape to pull out the wrinkles? I feel like this is me pulling out the wrinkles in my little mat here. All right, I think one more. I didn't put any at that end. It's because it's an actual piece of cardboard. This is for all you creators out there trying to create an illusion of something pretty. These are all like dollar store things, you know, because I create things while I create things. Are they the best way to create things? Probably not. Probably not. But they're what happens or whatever comes to me. See, now it's not moving anymore. Permanence or semi-permanence for now. Are you like me? Do you go and create things and then and come home and make like little mini creations of things, and people go, wow, like almost like, where did that come from? Like, what part of your brain did you use to do that? That's a Pisces thing. Did you know that? That's a Pisces thing. We're like, we think outside the box, so we do all kinds of fun things, right? Of course we do. From the smallest to the biggest. This would be one of the smallest, I think. All right, my next question is, do you like this background? Would you like to see something else? Let me know, okay? Breaking the fourth wall. Are you seeing me? Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? Right at the beginning. So I don't want to see any non-comments down there because you didn't watch the entire video and didn't get to the question. The question was right at the beginning. So you better be answering me, okay? All right. So I have decided also to infuse more of my personality into this. I've realized that, and yeah, I'm taping some more while I'm talking to you. I've realized that I haven't really put a lot of my personality in here, in fear that people will say, shut up and get to the reading. Well, I don't want to be a regular reader, okay? I want a friend. Jane wants friends. And anybody who's trolling and goes, I don't want to be your friend, you make me cry. No, not really. I'll just block you. But, you know, I want friends. Jane wants friends. I'm sick of looking at scrolling through crap, and I want genuine, real people, you know? The real people. I'm a real person. I feel like a real person. Sometimes I feel like I'm scrolling through, I don't know, an episode of Dallas from the 1980s, maybe? Yeah, maybe. I know I'm aging myself here, but, you know, it's like drama, drama, drama. And then I'm thinking, my life is so damn boring. So I want more of the, I don't know if I would call you normal, but just fabulous people that are just living their lives. Hello. Welcome to my channel. I'm another fabulous person living her life. And you're going to see more of my personality. Hope that's okay. 4 minutes in, not a card down. Somebody's going to be pissed. Okay. Let's just go. Let's just go. So what I usually do on these days is I tap out. In other words, the physical body, let me explain this, the physical kind of component, except for the chatterbox right here, goes really low. Imagine powering down. It's like the physical body powering down. Do you see it like a, you know, one of those, they show it on TV, a power station goes, well, my physical body kind of does that, or the physical brain rather. Now the body just keeps going. That would be kind of scary, right? If you just kind of passed out. But anyway, back to topic, come on, Jane, come on back. Okay. And then what I do is I tap into my higher self. My higher self, in this case, I almost treat it like it's above me, right? In these cases, I almost feel like I go out of body above me and I go kind of level with my guides who stand, let's say, imagine my guides side by side. This is Liam, this is Mona, and in the middle is me. And we kind of vibrate. It's like the vibration, you know, imagine a line. That vibration right now, what happens is it goes like this. They're always putting into here. Okay, so if I were to show you, do I have something handy that I can, let's see. Well, I did, but it fell. So let's see if I can get it. All right, let's do this quick. When I do readings, usually, as I'm doing right now, or just every day, right? I have one guide here, there's me here, and then there's another guide. And yeah, I'm putting them up a little higher. Well, the vibration usually goes like this. Okay? And they're usually pouring. And I'm giving. Okay? And they're pouring. Okay, so there's a little dip here because I raise and they lower and we kind of meet it, kind of. Okay, this would be my 3, 6 meeting up with their 9. Now, while I still believe you can't really be a 9, when I do these oracle readings, I leave Jane in her body down here and I shoot up towards my higher self and go meet them even higher, and they're here, okay? And then suddenly that vibration has less of a dip. Like, I won't go straight line because I feel that's kind of like tooting my own horn, if you know what I mean. But it's more of this, okay? And then it kind of goes in. And in that kind of comes in more. Now, of course, Liam is my protector. Okay, I have one, so I don't need to protect myself. And I know some people are going to say, you should anyway, you should have the white light. I have the white light when I'm within them. I feel the presence of source when I'm up here. It's a very high energy, and it's very, it comes in. Now, the reason I don't do the whole protection thing is that a long, long time ago, when I had discussions with them in particular, they told me that it was a gift. In other words, it's like your gift is to never worry about that stuff. In other words, it's like part of the gift that I have is like, we're always here, we'll always protect you, we'll always stop, you know, we'll all stop the ping pong balls of crap from, if there's any coming in, it's not. And usually those are brought in by other humans. That's the funny part, is that every time people try to deceive me, that's when that kicks in. It's not really spiritually, okay? So I don't attract those. They're not in my vibration. So the vibration goes, you know, more this way, this way, this way. And the only thing that's left is, that looks like a mouth, the chatterbox box that comes out and speaks to you, okay? The rest of me kind of goes on hiatus, vacation time. And while I say that while I'm up here, it's really fun, when I come back, it's really, yeah, it's a little bit, I won't call it, you know, when you hear people talk about near-death experiences, and they say, I didn't want to come back, it's not quite as, you know, like that, but it feels very this feels a little three-dimensional. Two-dimensional? Even two-dimensional. Okay. But I love doing it. I love doing it. I started doing it, well, before this, but I do it specifically for this reading. So if you didn't know, that's the explanation. The only reason I did this, you guys, is because somebody asked me. So here we go. I explained. Your explanation, my dear person, okay? And my dear Pisces. So let's do it. Let's get into that vibration. Now, as you know, I'm going to use some oracle cards, tarot. I have my singing bowl ready, and I also have some charms. So we're going to use all of that. I put them in eye line of sight for me. Now they've taken into using Jane, mine. I call myself Jane, but it's my personal kind of experiences to put it up front and center. Sometimes they've really, one reading, they laid me, I felt like they filleted my physical path life in front of you. And when I listened to it, it really didn't come out that way, but it felt that way. So, don't do that again, but it's okay. Hey, all for the sake of empowering a group of people I've never seen. Why not? I love you all the same, you know. Don't need to see you. Love is what is it? Love can be seen not by the eyes of the body, but of the soul and the heart, or whatever. It's from Helen Keller. I've massacred it, but you get it. All right, so let's go. Hopefully Bunny stays quiet. She's been a little bit fussy this week. So, let's go. Let's do this. I'm ready. Really, I'm not, but I am. Okay. So if I get quieter from this part on, you're saying to yourself, thank God, Jane, shut up. But here we go. Deep breath. Higher, higher. All right. So I'm just going to start and let it rise as I go. I'm going to work your light. I was drawn to the Starseed, the Rebecca Campbell deck. What are we doing today? What are we doing today? What are we talking about? Leap. The Fool's Journey. You go first. The universe will catch you. It's absolutely the Fool. Absolutely the Fool. That's what we're talking about. And finding stability in that. Yeah. This is probably one of the hardest things that humans have with life. If you're a human who is in this current system, okay? The system of money and possessions equal stability. It is very, very hard, difficult, a challenge to embrace new things, especially new things that require you to take a leap of faith with no security blanket, security net at the bottom. Absolutely. That is one of the biggest challenges that you all face. As vibrations, that's not something that we practice. No. Let's see here. So, just a little blurb out of this, for this, and it says, life bends for the courageous. And the universe wants to support you, but first you need to leap, to throw your life up in the air. And that's exactly what we're talking about. It's not the leap itself. It's not even the decision or the idea. It's the actual leap. It's the actual paralyzing, crushing fear and idea, and the idea of that fear that holds you back at the precipice of anything that you do. It's that choking moment. You know, that moment of, I can't. What we're feeling is that running up right to the cliff and then throwing the brakes like full-fledged right at the edge and not going forward. How scary is that? That could be very dramatic. It feels very dramatic. It feels awful. It feels like a fear worthy of any fear that you felt before. Yeah, it's written, perhaps you know that you're being called to leap forward or away from, but they're scared to make the move. This is it. This is like blind fear. And sometimes you're waiting for a big fat sign, or an instruction manual, or permission. Permission. So, it's scary to let go of everything we know in hope that something new is going to work out. Okay? It says here, nature is constantly showing us how to live with courage. Fall comes every year and encourages the trees to loosen their grip, to allow what once was so full of life to fall away, leaf by leaf. For a moment it feels like nothing will grow again. The branches are bare. But the morn of spring, new shoots begin to appear. And this we know, okay? This, we know you know. That's the thing. We know you know this. So this book, I mean, is just saying, oh, take the leap, do the thing. And that's fine, but that's not what we're here for right now. We're here to address the fact that you're scared shitless when it comes to this. This is a big, and Jane, her body is reacting to this. She knows what this is. She fights this all the time. All the time. Less now. Less now. The key is this dude right here. Okay? The Emperor. That energy. All my Emperors in the room, all my fours. Tell me what the Emperor does for you. Tell the rest of the group what strength you have that others don't. We're going to continue here. Okay. G. We have that. Let's see. Strong is beautiful. Oh, there it is. There it is. I was wondering, I said, why is that elastic blue when I've seen it purple? Nah. Okay. Oh, I love this. PG. PG-13. Yep. PG. Parental guidance. Or physical guidance. I don't know. You call it what you want. it's guidance. You're looking for guidance. Approval, you're looking for guidance. PG-13 is coming in as saying you want to be approved. You want it to be okay. Nothing bad happens in PG movies, right? Because you have a parent there, supposedly. That's how it started. You have a parent there to explain things. But this is a leap. This is something you do on your own. This is something that you have to embrace. It's a Thelma and Louise kind of moment. But Thelma and Louise didn't end up being very good at the end, did they? That's a little dramatic for me. A little dramatic for us, anyway. Get the point. It's a good work of art. A little dramatic, okay? So, the first thing we want to tell you is that this right here, this rune, is partners. But it's also the rune for gift. If you want to study runes or look at runes, this one, if you want to associate it with something, pretend that it's like the ribbon on a gift. Okay? The crisscross that you do on the ribbon on the box. Just think about it that way. But it's also about partners. Love, gift, and a divine union. Like we went in to explain, right now, Jane is having a very physical experience. At some points in her life, it was a lot more physical than spiritual. A lot of things happened to her. She was very much in the world that was around her. Now she daily disconnects a little bit from it and comes back into the vibrational union of which you are. That permanence of you, okay? The reason it is easier for her now to take leaps, to go, whatever, and I'll do it anyway. And that's exactly what goes through her brain. And she's had this question too, so we're answering her as well. Is because of this divine union, because of this partnership. Okay? She has learned to live with the ability to say what is the absolute worst that could happen. In essence, if you are doing this stuff, like let's say you decide to follow your dream instead of like doing the job that keeps you in a home, what's the worst that could happen? She's homeless, right? Then she thinks to herself, would she get herself out of that situation? Would she find a way? Absolutely. Why is she so sure of that? Just because she is. Because she knows she has the survival skills within her. She's learned them through her life. How to, what to, when to. And it's no different. Even if she had to live in a cardboard box, it would be the best insulated, internet-friendly cardboard box in a neighborhood. Absolutely. Because Jane has those skills. She's been taught those skills by father, by husband, by everybody that she's met, by things that she's absorbed. If you can't help yourself, it's because you're not trying. But more than that, her biggest thing is that she doesn't need parental guidance anymore. The PG. She doesn't need anybody to explain these things. What she knows is that she's always got guidance. She's always got guides with her. Okay? PG. Protection and guidance. Okay? So that's no more parental guidance. It is now protectional guidance. The universe will protect you. Strong is beautiful. I think we don't. I don't think we give strength enough kudos. And this is internal strong. This isn't the chair that he sits on. That's why the Emperor card is not written Emperor who sits on a strong chair. It's not man who sits on an unmovable, stable chair. The chair is a representation of the energy that sits there. But the chair is not the strength. It's not outside of the emperor. The emperor holds the authority. Just like you hold the stability and authority that you want in your life. The two elastics here, one inside the other, is showing me the physical and the spiritual. You think they're separate, but they're in the same circle. They're connected. This circle will always be protected by that circle. Some people call it personal strength. Some people call it just, oh, I have it within me. It's inside of me. Yeah, it's inside of you. Pegasus, a protector. He's the awesomest ride you can have, right? He takes you places that a horse would never be able to take you because he can fly. Imagine that strength, that vibration in you that holds you secure, that makes you believe that everything is good, everything is okay. You don't panic quite as much because you know things have cycles. There's endings, there's beginnings, there's everything that happens. But also, it helps you do more of this. Take a leap and go, look, let's give it a shot. Let's see if Pegasus picks me up. Let's see if Spirit helps me out. Let's see if my internal strength, can pick me up when I fall on my face. And don't doubt that you're not going to fall on your face. You absolutely will. Sometimes you will. It's not going to be great. It's not going to feel wonderful. But it's fine. It is what it is. What's important here is how you see it. Do you run up to that cliff and leap in kind of a, that feeling of giddiness and happiness, excitement for what's to come? Or do you come to a screeching halt with your nails digging to the ground, suddenly looking for parental guidance, for somehow an outside force to assure you? At one point, Jane was using the cards every day to ask simple questions of everyday questions. We understand sometimes life is scary. She's using our guidance and the cards together to try get a better picture. And if you have that kind of, if you have that kind of help, why not use it? But then it got to be an addiction, a thing of can't make a single step without sitting down and seeing stuff, and asking stuff. And at one point, the cards would no longer give her answers. And as a vibration, we didn't disconnect. We just got quiet. And the same thing that kept repeating was this. The answers you seek are within you. The answers you seek are within you. Don't look outside for answers. Look within for answers. You still have intuition. You still have a higher self. You know the answers within. You don't need a deck of cards to constantly pull a card to tell you yes or no. Trust yourself. Sometimes readers use their guides as parental guidance. It's okay. Everything happens within reason, within a time limit, it's like a getting used to. But at one point, as a spiritual being, you need to realize that there's a connection that's not broken just because of your uncertainty. It's always there. It just needs to be developed. The stability needs to be brought in. Okay, so let's take one more card here. This is the Healing Waters. Ugh, they're hard to shuffle. These were pulled especially for you, Pisces. Healing Waters, Pisces, water sign, flowing, ebb, flow. You receive so well, and you flow with it. I love it. Let it go. Release the past. Soften. Move forward. Forgive. More than anything, it's just to let it go. Let's do this. See that? Let it go. Open up. Open up. So what does that mean for you? Open up. Those three words are said very often, almost like a mantra. People say them, don't realize the meaning. Don't really pay attention. Yeah. Even though the words are said, they're still blocked. They say, let it go. Let go of what? What does that mean? Let it go. What does that mean? Okay. The fear. Oversimplified. The fear. It is scary. It is scary. Especially when you think in three-dimensional terms. Absolutely. It is. It doesn't feel good. It feels oversimplified. Easy for you to say. Do you realize, though, that a lot of this comes from the human brain? It doesn't want to accept the change. Change is scary. Maybe you're on the brink of an ending, a beginning, a loss, a hurt. You're carrying the pain or the memory of an experience from before, and it's kind of scaring the hell out of you. Letting go is not something that happens in an instant. It's not a snap thing. You don't suddenly just go, let it go. That's why, especially for the Pisces sign, we stick to people for a long time until we finally let go. They always say when a Pisces lets go of you, it's way too late, because they've been holding on probably a lot longer than they should have. Okay? So, it's a process of letting go. It's a process. First you untangle the tie. Then you take off the blindfold. Then you scout and look around and see the dangers of whatever's there. And then finally you take that first step. You have to feel it fully before you can let go. But just remember, as water, you want to flow in the direction of change. You want to move this energy. You don't want to stay stagnant. You don't want to stay stuck. You want to let it go. You want to get out of this. You will always be looking for a way to get out of this. Okay? Because then you become stagnant. And even worse than that, you end up with what ifs. Oh, those are terrible. Jane has many what ifs. What if I had done that? We've heard conversations with her and her husband. What if I had been different then? What if I had done that? What does he tell her? What if that had changed the entire course of where you are now? And it's a very good thing. Yeah, we also use them as messages, although he doesn't know it. It's okay. Many people don't know that they come through as messengers, and that's okay. That's okay. The messages are received nonetheless, and they're importantly received when they're meant to. Don't live in regrets. The only thing you can do right now is to change the way you are going. Jane is changing that sphere, that atmosphere. Instead of, I don't think I can do this, it's going too fast, there's a lot more yeses coming through. There's a lot more, why not? And that's what we're coming through with you on this day. This is what we want you to really think about, okay? We want you, instead of going, yes, I'll change everything, and then not mean it. The next time you hit a curb or a roadblock, we want you to, first of all, use the strength, the year of strength that's coming in, okay? And ask yourself this in a very human way. Why not? What's the worst that can happen? Why not? Of course, some of you have big changes, but let's say Jane, for some reason, didn't want to do, let's say, truck camping. This is something, yes, we're using your example. But it's her sigh. Truck camping, because you thought it's uncomfortable with a truck tent, right? Always thought camper. She found herself the other day going, why not? Why not? What do I have to lose? A couple $100 for a tent? Maybe. What's the worst? She hates it and she has to sell it? Okay. Why not? Why not? I don't know. It's going to be uncomfortable. That can be fixed. You can put an inflatable mattress. You can even put a foam mattress. You can fix that. I don't like shimmying to the end. Okay. Give it a shot. Go sit in the truck. Try to shimmy at the bottom. Wasn't as bad as she thought. Okay. Question is, why not? I don't know. I don't like to be in the open air with just a piece of material. I don't feel protected. Are you going to be camping in unsafe areas? No. Are you sure, though, that, is there a guarantee? Is there a guarantee of anything in life? Nope. Can you bring something in there to protect yourself? Absolutely. Canada, we can have like small knives, bear spray type of stuff. Okay. Why not? Well, there's no bathroom. Okay. There's pop-up bathrooms. Okay. But what if I have to get up in the middle of the night? Do you get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom? No. Then why are we thinking about it? But what if? What if there's a tornado? Well, what if there's a tornado? Would you be camping? No, it probably would have left if there's been a warning. Exactly. Why not? I don't know. I guess there is no why not. Then why should you? Well, there's cute little windows in them, and I could probably watch the sky at night. I could probably time it with a full moon and hear nature and watch the sky, not through a screen or a window. There's, of course, campfires and being able to visit friends who camp all summer long. There's opportunities of visiting new places, beautiful lakes and rivers. There are gated places where they let you stay. Doesn't have to be in the middle of nowhere. It's a chance of having new experiences, feeling really alive. And even if it's not for me, at the end of saying, I tried it, wasn't for me, but I tried it. And there's some parts I really loved. Why not? Okay, this was a very small thing that I mentioned from her. Okay, but you guys have these experiences every single day. You put blocks, roadblocks, all kinds of things, from the smallest to the biggest. And if you start with the smallest and removing them, and start very small and work to very big, you're going to see that these blocks start going away. They're not even going to be there anymore. You're going to start out, instead of no, you're going to go, why not? And why not yes? Instead of why not no. Okay? Remember that. So, of course, Jane wants us to put in here, for obvious reasons, please don't put your life in danger. Please don't take this as a yes to do something reckless and something that completely lacks common sense. And most of you will know what that is. Okay? Also, don't put other people's lives in jeopardy because of this. Small children, older adults who have lost the ability to take care of themselves. This is a individual case by case. This is taking care of not living in fear. There are certain physical restrictions of being in a physical body that you have to care about. In order, like, we would never tell you to go to the Grand Canyon and throw yourself off a cliff without having a means of landing safely. Okay? So, by the way, this is for anybody who comes in here thinking that kind of stuff. And as ridiculous as we find it, Jane finds it necessary to have us say this. So we're just saying it. We're just saying. All right, so we're going to wrap this up with a little bit of, some people call it sound bath, sound healing, the singing bowl. So please watch your ears as we do this, especially if you're wearing your ears in your ears. And we're going to do all four corners. We do this to unblock the energy, anything that's stopping the reverberation of it. We can usually feel it. It's usually east-west, not north-south, because the energies come from above to below. It's usually the energies coming from the outside. hopefully your message has gone through, and give you food for thought. And maybe the food for thought will abate your fears and let you see that new venture is something to be cherished, to be experienced, instead of something to be feared. And that the stability that you crave, you can build within inside of you with simple questions and a building of strength over time. We'll leave you with this. We wish you blessings, happiness. Ready? 3, 2, 1. All right, beautiful Pisces. I want you to work on your north and south this week. It was still very strong, but a little less than your outward energy. So we cleared the outward energy, but I also want you to keep focusing on the divine energy that comes in through you. Trust it when it hits all of your energy centers, and really listen to your inner guide, your inner self. And with that, we leave you, and if you want more videos, there's some at the end. And Jane sends you love, light, and blessings as we bring her back in. And take good care of yourself. And bye for now.